Hey all, Eric here. I just wanted to send a special thank you to all those who have been sending us text messages through our new fan mail app. If you want to also send us text messages, feel free to just go down to the link down in the description below and find out more. It's very easy. All you do is click on it and you'll be able to send us something. Hope to see more messages from you soon.
This is episode 86, talking about life purposes. Hello everybody, welcome to Taiwanica. I'm your host today. My name is Anita. Welcome back and welcome to tune in to today's episode. Today's episode is about life purposes. That's right. Sometimes your life does not just have one purpose. They have many different purposes. So I will be telling you why. And of course, the most commonly asked question is, how do I find my life purposes? So I will be introducing 3 different ideas, sharing different perspectives about this big topic with you today. So if you're ready, let's dive on in. Life purposes is such a big topic, isn't it? Every time we're talking about life purposes, what do you think is your life purpose, right? If you ask the question, it's not easy to answer, because every time we talk about this term, our mind immediately goes to like, oh, it must be something really important. It must have something super meaningful, has to be something magnificent, has to be something super incredible. That should be your life purposes, right? Like when we look at those famous people like Mother Teresa, all those famous people, their life purpose is like save the world peace. Think about that level every time we ask like life purposes. It doesn't have to be that way. First thing first, you have to realize how unique you are. Those famous people, they are our role model. Because they're famous, they're a role model, they're making impact to the world, right? But you are a very, very unique individual. You can use your own way to make the impact in your life, other people's life, and in the world, for the world. So first thing first is like, come on, you have to find your own life purposes. And does it have to be always so incredibly great? It does not have to be. Your life purposes is the purposes that serves your life. So you have to find your uniqueness in order to find your life purposes. So give yourself some credits. Don't get overwhelmed by this, topic. Life purpose feels like you have to be something super different from the rest of people. It does not have to be like that. Okay, so the first thing first, keep in mind, you are a very unique person. You will have your life purposes. Don't need to compare it to anybody else. And also, because you don't just set one goal, one purpose, and you just spend all of your life chasing that purpose. You can think about, what is my purpose now? Either you are 10 years old, 20 years old, 30, 40, 50. Different stages of life, you have different experience, different perspectives about lives, different things you need to trace. You're in the different seasons of your own life. So instead of asking yourself, what is my life purposes? Asking yourself, what is my life purposes now? What are my life purposes right now? Okay. And there's one question that you can ask yourself really quick. Probably wouldn't just give you the direct answer, right? It wouldn't be just 1 + 1 = 2 and then you find your life purposes. No, it's not like that. But they can give you some directions to lead you to find the answer, or lead you to take one step closer to finding the answer, right? So here goes the question. Close your eyes and ask yourself, if right now everything that I'm worried about disappeared, everything I'm worried about has been taken care of, money, family, relationships, and anything. Everything in your life has been taken care of. You have nothing to worry about. What is the first thing you like to do? People might say, start traveling, go to sleep, or go to a hair salon, or stuff like that, right? So nothing that you need to worry about, nothing. Think about something big. Nothing you need to worry about right now. Everything in your life's been taken care of. What is the things that you wanted to do? If your answer is to, per se, go travel, then keep asking the follow-up question. Where do you want to go? And why? Right? You just fulfilled the things that mean the most to you right now at this point, in this point of life. You might just take one step closer to your life purposes, right? Maybe your life purposes right now is to step out your comfort zone, to see the world, to experience life, to have a different opinions about yourself and seeing a different ability that you have and had never had a chance to use. So that is so beautiful because there is not just one answer or one purpose for waiting for you to find it. You have to go through life. You have to experience life in order to get there. And there are the three things that you can do in order to have more clear idea, to have a clear idea about what your life purposes are. Okay, so that was just a simple question, right? Now I want you to take those 3 steps and then ask yourself that same question again. All right, the first thing is called self-awareness. When you are aware, when you are awareing something is not good enough, especially in your life, that means you're on the right path. You're on the right path to search for the answer that you are searching for. In order to find the answer, the very first step is always to find the question. Like, there's something wrong. There is something in my life or many things in my life does not make me feel happy, fulfilled, or I don't feel I belong to a certain group, or I feel like there's something else out there for me to see, for me to do, for me to experience. This is the very first step, which is the self-awareness. You have to aware something. In fact, if you are asking the question, if you're also curious about this question when you're listening, like, what is my life purpose or life purposes? You already have the very first step that I want you to do. It's called the self-awareness. Right? You have the awareness, find the question, then you will trigger your motivation to find the answer. And the answer is within you. So which leads us to the second idea, which is self-reflection. Self-reflection is so important because, like I said, the things that you wanted to do, that your heart will tell you. Your heart will tell you, your gut will tell you what is the things that you like to do. How many people say, I would like to travel, but I don't have enough money, but I have a job, but my kid's so little, I cannot travel. Everything after the things that you really wanted to do and after, but those are excuses. Those are your fear stopping you from stepping out your comfort zone to do the things that you really wanted to do. That's just the truth, because everything after but is what we've been trained by our society. Also probably depending on the culture setting that you're from, they have, like, maybe you're coming from the culture telling you that, well, as a mother, you should just be a stay-at-home mom. You're not supposed to go out there and chase your dream because you need to devote it to your family and your children, right? Maybe that's what taught us and trained us to think that way. So everything, if you look at paying attention, again, have the higher awareness, paying attention about the things that you said that can tell you the answer. For example, if I say, well, if everything in my life is worry-free, I don't have to worry about anything, I would like to go travel. I would like to go see Greece, for example. I really want to go, but I need to take care of my kid. I cannot leave my kids so many days. Maybe this is telling you you should feel guilty about doing the things you really want by left your kids behind. That might be your culture talking. That might be society talking. There might be other reasons that are answering the question for you. Right? So that's why self-reflection is so important. To have this self-reflection, there are few things that you can do. Of course, meditation, journaling, right? Meditation, you can sit down by just asking you the question. Keep on asking yourself why. That's a meditation practice that you can do right now after this episode. Just ask yourself, what do I really want to do? Yeah, the same question that I asked you in the beginning of this episode. If everything has been taken care of, you don't have to worry about anything. What is the thing? What is that one thing that you like to do? You'll find your answer. And then you ask yourself, why? Keep on asking why. And then you will find the answer. That is a self-reflection. Okay. And sometimes self-reflection could be you just pay a little bit attention to yourself, the way you're thinking, the way that you're feeling, your emotions, your idea, thoughts. So hence why journaling is so important and so profound. It is because when you are journaling, especially they give you this sense of security because you're writing it down, and it's so powerful. Because when you write it down on a piece of paper, you can see it, right? And you can even make it the book just for you, so nobody else can touch it. Or you can have a page on your computer that you have locked on it, right? You create this a safe space for yourself to just writing it down, express your feeling, express your emotions, tune in to what you are feeling right now. Just by writing it down, by journaling about it, you are already doing the self-reflection. Why do I feel guilty if I wanted to study abroad? Maybe because I'm afraid people say that I betrayed my family. I shouldn't take my family's business per se. And keep on asking a question, writing it down. What is your emotion that you're feeling? Which one is really more important to you? Don't let your parents down or chasing your dreams, right? Those are all very useful practice that you can do when it comes to self-reflection.
We'll be right back.
I really like journaling, but I always end up with no time or cannot find a journal that I really like. So I was like, hey, let me create one. So here it is, a self-help journal created and designed by Anita. Inside the book, I provide very simple and easy to follow template. For example, in the morning, to-do list. In the evening, gratitude practice. So you can use a very little time to start this healthy habit. Go ahead and check it out in our description down below or go to our buymeacoffee.com. Okay. And the next step would be very important. It's called self-healing. When you are doing the second step, which is self-reflection, you will start seeing, you will start seeing you and your past experience, maybe even go down to when you are even younger, like when you're a kid. My mom says this, maybe when you're a kid, you wanted to be an astronaut. Your mom says, no, it's not idealistic. You have to be a teacher and stuff like that, and make you a teacher right now. And you don't like your life, right? That's why we're here. You're not happy about your life, and you start having this self-reflection. You came back to that moment, and then you have this realization, says, wow, that's because I care so much about what my mom said, and hence why I'm choosing this life to fulfill my mom's wish, and I give up on what I really want, right? Then self-healing is profound and very crucial. The last one, which is the very last step I will be sharing, is self-healing. Okay, so self-healing, many different ways. Again, meditation is one of them, and of course, what I said earlier is true. It's you already have the answer. The answer is within you. You have to go deep inside of your heart in order to find the answer. Right? So through self-healing, you will just get one step closer to the answer. So since we mentioned about the experience that we had when we were a kid, and influence the life that we choose right now, or even the life that we lived in right now, or maybe some principles that we're still holding, but it does not apply to our present lives, our current lives anymore, right? Then you have to go back to the inner child. That's why we call it the inner child. This inner child is you, right? Why is it inner? Because we feel like it's like this little kid who could never grow up, because nobody else is helping that kid to grow up. Hence why every time we think about our past experience, especially the experience that make us feel sad or give us some negative emotions, we feel like we go back to be that child again, right? Either is we feel disappointed, we feel left out, we feel hurt, we feel stupid, we feel all those kind of things. We feel like we are experiencing that again as a 5-year-old self. So that's why it's called the inner self. So by healing those inner child is simply by again, meditation. You are doing the time traveling when you're thinking about, your past experience, because your mind going back in time when you are younger, even when you were a little kid, you experience the same memories, same experience, same emotions. So why don't you using your ability of time traveling through your mind to heal it? The very first thing I want you to do is to sit down. It'll be the best if you have a clear image in your mind, a certain time of your life that moment happened and make me feel hurt. And I still haven't forgive someone or something that happened to me in the past. That's great. You hold this image in your mind and just dive into this memory by closing your eyes, sitting in a quiet place, allowing yourself to go back in time and watch everything happen. Not doing anything, just let it happen. Don't suppress it. Don't try to fix it. Don't do anything. Just witnessing it. And when it's done, Of course, when you're witnessing it, right, when you're watching it, just feel like you're watching a movie. You're feeling a certain emotions. Doesn't matter what that is or what they are. Feel it, and return as your adult version self, right? Like as you right now going back, and just give that child a hug. Say, hey, it's okay. I know what you've been through. I know it's not the best experience, but it's okay. It's okay to feel what you feel right now. It is okay. I'm here with you. And I want you to know what you've been through will one day make sense and make you stronger. Just hug it, and using your adult version self to heal inner child. That's how you heal it. It is very powerful. It's going to be very tearful. I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to be tearful for in the beginning, especially in the beginning, you will have this huge rejection. Like, I don't want to do it because it's too painful to experience fully again. I would rather to stay in this anger, blame that someone treat me wrong in the past. It's easier when you are angry at someone targeting something, right? So every time you go back, it's going to be sentimental. It's going to be hard. It's going to be tearful, like I said, emotional most of the time. But those will be a beautiful flower. It will be. Once you healed yourself, you come back in the present moment. You will just feel stronger and more powerful. So that is the power of self-healing, because we are not trying to change our past. What happened in the past is what happened. If there is still some image that bothers you, or throughout the whole day they keep on popping up like, oh, that's the reason why I did certain things, I behave a certain way, I say a certain thing, there will be a really good sign and really good chance for you to do this self-healing process. Right? And of course, you can always combine meditation, journaling, those kind of things together, right? You walk into a meditation, doing the things I just mentioned, and after that, writing it down. How do you feel right now? Right? Those are all very powerful tool for your self-healing journey. So those are the 3 things you have to do in order to get closer to your life purposes, which are self-awareness, self-reflection, and self-healing. Right? So the more that you do it, the more you understand yourself, right? Because you're looking for your life purposes. If you don't understand yourself, if you don't let go of what does not suit you, meaning healing, then you're not able to find it. You're not able to move forward, right? So right now, after you've done those 3 things, ask yourself the same question again. If everything in my life's been taken care of, what is that one thing I would like to do? You might have just found your answer for your life purposes. So, very, very, very happy to be back and have time for this new episode. I think I probably have not mentioned about it, but it will be an announcement, which is Eric and I, we are officially hired by a coaching company. So right now we are not only certified life coaches, we are also officially life coaches, I should say. So we are very busy recently, but we are still very, very, very devoted to Taiwanica. So just would like to send love and appreciation for all of you who have been supporting us for 2-3 years and still supporting us, giving us feedbacks, telling us, every time that the listener came to us and said, oh, I learned something from this episode, or I have this awareness and I make changes for my life, that's the biggest reward for both Eric and I. And final, I would like to apologize for uploading episodes delayed and sometimes wasn't following the schedules, or Instagram haven't had updates for a while. Thank you so much for your patience. That is why because we both have our new life challenges right now, which is to be the certified life coaches for this company. But we're still here, and I am so grateful that all of you are still here and listening. Again, lots of love and kindness towards all of you. Thank you so much for listening today. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful life, and we will be seeing you next time. Bye.
Thank you for listening to today's episode. We really appreciate it and are grateful for you being here. Now, if you can take one more step forward by simply leaving a review wherever you're listening, that would be great. It will help other people find this content so that they can also benefit from it. And if you want to take one more step forward to helping Taiwanica grow, the best way to do it is by supporting us financially through buymeacoffee.com/Taiwanica. This is the place where we not only receive financial assistance, but also put special content that you can't find anywhere else. So if you want to help us out, a simple $5 or 150 Taiwanese dollars is simply all we're asking for to be able to keep us going and create more great things for you to enjoy. So definitely check it out, and thank you again for those who already support us.